full look at our forecast. Dan, what are you tracking at the moment?
Well, we're taking a look at this cool satellite picture of the state of California. You can see a couple things. I'll point them out to you here on the map. As this loop goes, we see a big fire up here in Nevada. This is Lake Tahoe. I'll put a little circle around it. This right here is the Numbers fire. It's currently at 18,000 acres and no containment. So that obviously not looking good. Here more locally, we can see a little bit of smoke down here. This is a controlled burn at Fort Hunter Liggett. So we did have some smoke there today, but no major smoke plume from the cruise fire. You can almost see a little dark spot there where the fire has burned. So that is some good news. And of course, one more thing to note, the return of some low clouds here on the Monterey Peninsula. So we're keeping an eye on a lot of things across the state right now. Current conditions around the cruise fire, temperatures close to 80 degrees, relative humidity down this hour to 30%. This is a brand new CAL FIRE portable weather station that they just plopped up on one of the ridge lines there, and it really just only went active a couple hours ago. I found it on one of our data sites, and we're seeing 16 mile per hour winds out of the southwest. So this is good data on what is happening right near the fire. Of course, there will be some improvement in conditions overnight tonight, and another day similar to what we had today tomorrow. So hopefully that'll be enough for to allow the firefighters to get this thing under control. So we do still have some wind out there, 15 to 20 miles per hour in some of our inland locations. Winds will ease a little bit tomorrow afternoon, but we're still going to be dealing with our normal summer winds each afternoon. And there's still a gale warning in place for the Big Sur coast through 9 p.m. So conditions hazardous for mariners. Gusty winds up to 40 knots, which is roughly 45 miles per hour on top of seas of 8 to 12 feet, continuing to make things a bit hazardous out there. So high pressure off to our east is still influencing our weather for the most part. It's going to nudge back closer to us as we head for the next couple of days. I do expect temperatures to warm up a little bit accordingly, and we'll continue to see some suppression of our marine layer. We have one right now. It just doesn't have a lot of clouds in it as some dry air continues to mix in. So we'll probably see the return of some low clouds tonight, but they should be patchy at best. And on FUTURECAST, if you were watching our shows last night, we were talking about how the model's showing quite a bit of low clouds in the valleys by tomorrow morning, but I don't know that that's necessarily going to be true. In fact, I know that it's not necessarily going to be true. I think we'll see only patchy low clouds as we wake up tomorrow morning. And then in very similar fashion to today, a few patchy low clouds on the south side of the bay tomorrow, but don't expect a lot of clouds on your Wednesday. Of course, northwesterly winds onshore will continue. They could be at 15 to 20 miles per hour at times. But temperatures generally warming up a bit, especially inland and in the hills, 80s to 90s. That's a little bit warmer than today up in the Santa Cruz Mountains. 76 in Santa Cruz tomorrow, 72 in Capitola, pretty close to what we're seeing today temperature-wise for most coastal cities. As I mentioned, the inland areas will be the ones that warm up tomorrow. 94 in Gilroy, 89 in Hollister, but back toward the Bayshore, 66 in Castroville, low 70s for Salinas and Watsonville. Over to Monterey tomorrow, really similar to what you're seeing today, mid-60s, Monterey and Seaside, and even in Pacific Grove. Carmel a touch warmer at 68. Carmel Valley and Big Sur in the upper 70s to low 80s, but the Salinas Valley warming at the 80s, and in some cases 90s in the south. And actually Parkfield getting up to 101 tomorrow, being our hot spot. So we look for the next 7 days. There's that warm up on the coast finally Thursday and Friday under mostly sunny skies. Some high clouds will sneak in on Friday and Saturday, and we may see some southerly swells approach from a tropical cyclone down in the East Pacific as well. So that could affect beaches on the north side of the bay. Just something to keep in your mind as we head into the weekend. Inland areas will see a general warming trend through about Friday, then cooling a little bit this weekend, but highs should be 5 to 8 degrees above normal. You'll be warm and you'll be breezy every afternoon. We're back after this.